Occasionally, we would get an angular measurement that's not in decimal degrees, but rather degrees, minutes, and seconds. In this notation, there are 60 minutes in 1 degree and 60 seconds in 1 minute. Now, to evaluate trigonometric functions or expressions that include an angular measurement that is in degrees, minutes, and seconds, or the DMS notation, we could convert that value to decimal degrees and then evaluate it, or sometimes our calculator will have the functionality to convert the value for us. First, let's look at our calculator that's very similar to the TI-30XA. And let me clear my history. Say I wanted to convert 30 degrees, 45 minutes, 20 seconds. With this calculator, I would type 30 and then put a decimal point, type the amount of minutes, and then type the amount of seconds, and then look for a button that says DMS. Now, if you don't see it in your normal buttonology, you can press the second key to look for it there. And here is DMS, and here is degrees. If I press DMS, it will convert the value I have written up here to degrees, minutes, seconds, or if I press degrees, it will convert the value to decimal degrees. So I'll press this degree button, and there it is, 30.75555, and then it keeps going. I could also convert this back to DMS by clicking on DMS, and there it is, 30 degrees, 45 minutes, and it rounds off to 2, but this should be 20 seconds. Now let's look at how this would be on the TI-36X Pro. The video will cut out slightly to show you how the function is performed. So first we need to enter in our degrees, which in this case is 30, and then go and hit the Math button and cycle over to the right with the right arrow to DMS and select the little circle. It looks like a degree sign. And now we'll put in our minutes, go back to the Math button, cycle over to DMS, and choose the minute symbol and press enter. And then enter in the amount of seconds and go back up to the Math button, cycle over to DMS, and choose the second symbol, press enter to convert it into decimal degrees. And now we can take the sign of this, push the up arrow, and then press enter to move it down, and then press enter again to get your answer. Let's look at some more examples. Now let's just take the cosine of an angle that's in the degrees, minutes, second notation. We can enter our angle in this notation right into our evaluation that we want to compute. So here I put in 50 degrees, 10 minutes, and 43 seconds in the same way that I did previously, except now I'm putting it right into the cosine evaluation to get 0.64. Let's do it one more time with a tangent function just for good measure. So I have 12 degrees, go up to the Math button, go to DMS and choose the degree symbol. And I have 18 minutes, go to the Math button, DMS, and the minute symbol. And then 45 seconds. And the process is the same, cycle over, get the second symbol, press enter, and you get your answer. Now there is the likely case that your calculator does not have the functionality to convert the values, so you would have to use this equation. Let's demonstrate with our other calculator how we would convert the value of 30 degrees, 45 minutes, and 20 seconds. So I would first type my amount of degrees, hit the plus sign, and then I would do 3 left parentheses, and you'll see why in a moment. I would say 60 times however many minutes, which in this case it's 45, right parenthesis, plus however many seconds I have, which is 20, right parenthesis, and then divided by 3600, right parenthesis. You can see that everything is separated by parentheses so that there is no error in our order of operations. If I press the equal sign or the enter button, I get my answer converted into decimal degrees, and then now I can evaluate this angular expression. I can take the sign of that number by doing sign, and then my previous answer equals. And there is the trigonometric ratio. There is the opposite side over the hypotenuse side ratio of the angle that I just entered into my calculator.